So I think in 2019, my group and I did a street from Grace in Nairobi County, and we were asking some of these street children, why do you leave home? Someone tells you, my father just didn't love me. Is your father alive? Is he well? Yes, he lives in this place. And why did you leave? Because I felt unloved. What are some of the causes, of feeling rejected at home? Like what happens after you've been rejected? Apart from this chance of this child might end up having mental health issues in the future, or alternatively to an extent of leaving home to live in the streets. What are some of other consequences that come about from rejection?
Yes, now, much as the trigger of these feelings are so simple and basic, the consequences are very dire. They are very major, and the effects are really sometimes long-lasting. They can last forever. Some of the consequences, there are several, and the first one is that feeling brings about stress. About stress to this young person who feels unloved, and remember, it's not true. He gets that illusion of not being loved. He gets stressed, and stress affects a lot of aspects of our bodies, including the immunity. So this person will first be affected, his immune system. He's not able to fight some small infections here and there. They take longer to heal and the like, something like that. So, and then if he has any condition, it can deteriorate because stress is very bad to the health.
Ulcers, exactly. Like that, they become even more pronounced just because the person is stressed.
Exactly.
Because of rejection.
Because of an illusion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then secondly, now as he thinks about it so much, it can bring about depression. Now that is mental illness, a form of mental illness. And if he already suffers from mental illness, other mental illnesses, because there are several different ones, it can worsen that condition. It
makes them more pronounced.
Exactly. And also makes it hard to manage the other mental conditions. So it worsens the it can make it difficult for the management, or it can trigger depression and the like. At that point where the mind is affected, the other actions can come now in. If this person believes, when he gets depressed and he believes he's hated, he's likely now to act.
Based on that hatred.
Yes. One, remember, he hates the people who hate him. He's depressed, and his mind is not able to make the right judgment. So he can think that by clearing his enemies, he will be good to go. So you have had instances where a person has killed the loved ones. A boy kills the family, the father, the mother. He's hunting for everybody. He wants to clear everybody. Some people will clear mpaka their grandmothers. It becomes that bad. So the issue becomes bad and complicated because they are even likely to commit a crime. Some can become perverted and become murderers. So they can also start relating the hatred from their loved ones. Remember, it's an illusion. They can start relating it or projecting it to others. So they believe that just as my mother didn't love me, even this girl does not love me. So if he's a boy and he has had a girlfriend, for any small mistake, he feels like, I think nobody loves me. Just like I've been hated in the past. This thing is me, nobody will ever love me. So they will react badly, and they will not listen to any explanation. They can even kill their girlfriend.
As a matter of fact, just an example, I remember particularly a story I had of a serial killer who killed so many women, raped and killed them. And one of the things he used to say is that his mother never loved him. And just because his mother never loved him, he grew up with this notion that he will never be loved. So in order to get that love, he had to force it out, That illusion of rejection forced him to, of course he had mental health issues, but it just pronounced what would happen. The outcomes were very severe because he killed, once you're called a serial killer, you killed a number of people. Yeah, that is...
and you can see it just starts from a small thing, and the like. So it is it's something that is very bad.
It is sad to note that such a small thing as rejection can grow up to become such a massive giant, and it's time that we we deal with it, yeah? It's time we talk about what are the preventive measures that individuals can take in order to avoid such an episode, so that we can avoid stories that we hear in the internet. Someone killed their girlfriend, someone murdered even their boyfriend, for reasons that do not make sense, because arguments will continuously be there. Yeah, so what's Dr. Sabina, are some of the preventive measures that we can take to avoid rejection in the family, in these small settings, and to avoid such coincidences as individuals, and even by a large extent as parents?
Thank you. Now, I want to address myself to this young person who is growing, because I want to insist on self-efficacy, self-treatment, dealing with the issue yourself before we go to the parents or the other people who are propagating this. And what can be the preventive measure is simply to talk. At that one instance, yes, at that one instance, when you feel you have been given a small chapati, call it out. Tell your mother, Mommy, you gave me small chapati. I do not like this. And because you have the chapati with you, your mother is likely to come and look at it and say, yes, it's true, Jacob. Your chapati is slightly smaller. But I want you to know I did not do it intentionally. So I'm telling the young person out there, do not cock it up. Do not remain silent. Scream it out. Let it be known. Even if it is the smallest thing, even if the others are not talking, you who is feeling it, talk it out. Speak it out. Let the parents know. Let your loved ones know. Let these siblings who are acting wrongly against you, let them know. And maybe you realize that they did not have any prior intention or contemplation to actually deal with you wrongly. You will actually be able to bring out the love they have for you, and you will understand and appreciate them, and that feeling will never be there. But the moment you keep quiet, the moment you play it cool inside you, it will always pile up. And remember, if there is something wrong today, tomorrow it will just pile up. The list will get bigger and longer, and you'd have stopped the list at the first instance. So if you care for your own mind, for your own heart, for your own feelings, fight for yourself. And to fight for yourself is to scream it out. Talk about it. Do not suffer in silence.
Yes.
Don't.
Thank you again for joining our YouTube channel.
And maybe I would wish to add something, that what we have discussed, it is quite sensitive, and I wish we could make it interactive with you. We are really looking forward to your reaction, our viewer. React, and you could write your comment down there, and bring up your comments.
Yes,
help a young person somewhere. Give us your experience. Let us help somebody. Maybe what you share there might save a young man and a family somewhere. Remember, as we speak, another family is about to be eliminated, just like the others in the past. Thank you.
Yeah, so say something today. Write down the comments. Tell us what you want to know more on adolescent health, particularly on the self-treatment and on illusions of rejection, even in other settings like the school. But that, I think, is all for today. Any parting shots to our viewers today?
I wish they would be healthy in the mind,
yes,
and it starts with them. The wellness, your happiness, the best quality of life is in your hands. Decide to choose for yourself.
Yeah,
do not
decide
give
to
up.
be happy. Decide to be happy. Speak it out. Tell them you're not doing right by me. And I think that will conclude it today. Thank you so much, Dr. Sabina.
Thank you.